This is going to be such a fun episode. Rachel, forgot her name, and Kathryn are going to be joining us very shortly. So stick around for that. But real quick, Brad and I, we need to go over a story. We were at a coffee shop recently, Summer Moon. We were smooning, and we had something very similar. If you guys are familiar with The Office, there's a scene where is it when Dwight is shunning Jim? Is that the scenario?
Yes,
Dwight doesn't want to talk to Jim for some reason,
and so Jim's talking to Andy,
and he's trying to just mess with him. He's trying to
No, it's not. It's not when he shuns him. It's when Dwight's trying to prove
I don't waste any time.
Yeah, I never waste a day out of a second out of my day. I'm always working.
Yes, he's like, I sneeze with my eyes open. Yeah, Jim's trying to entice him, and so he's talking to Andy loudly for Dwight to hear, and talking about all the hobbies that Dwight has, and is incorrectly talking about them, like Battlestar Galactica and Lord of the Rings, and whatever.
Is that like the old Battlestar Galactica?
It's practically a shot-for-shot remake.
It's great. Yeah,
Dwight's just being crushed inside.
Dumbledore. Yeah, he talks about Dumbledore and all these different things. He's just dying inside. And we had our Dwight moment the other day.
We did. We were at the coffee shop, and these moms were all next to us, and
sweet moms.
They're talking. Hey, fine, bring your kiddos, have a good time. Well, the Super Bowl, is topical. They were mentioning it, and we can kind of hear some words, can't hear everything, but all of a sudden, very loudly, we hear, brothers playing in the Super Bowl, like Eli and Peyton played each other, I think, a couple times in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And Brad and I both just stopped what we were doing. We're like, oh.
I think I out loud, decent, loud enough where if they knew I was talking to them, they would hear me. I think I just go, no. Because it's a big thing. Travis Kelce and Jason Kelce played in the Super Bowl against each other. They're brothers. They're the first time that's ever happened.
Coaches have done it, but never players.
And so one of them was kind of suggested it. I think Eli Manning and Peyton played. A few times, I think. Yeah. And it was just one of those I can't let this go, but I have to. It's one of those, there's misinformation in the world, and I can't help it all.
So if you ever see Brad and I in public or at a coffee shop, don't just come up and say hi. Try to talk about something we're passionate about incorrectly, just loud enough for us to hear you.
Patrick Mahomes actually is better as a receiver. Oh, okay.
He's left-handed, and he just does this for fun. he just toys with people with his right hand.
I'm pretty sure he grew up left-handed. Yeah. Oh, no.
It's pronounced Travis Kelce.
I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's the Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning we're taking back Ghostrunners podcast. Wednesday, baby.
Wednesday, that's right.
Wednesday on a Wednesday.
Every Wednesday, we're going to talk about our win of the week. Brad, what is your Wednesday?
My win of the week is actually it's been a long time coming, but it's still a win every single week, basically. There's a podcast listener who's become a friend. I'm not going to name names because I think he would love to be anonymous because he's that humble and great of a guy. But he literally texts me every single Monday morning that he's praying for me.
Oh, cool.
And he he'll text me and it's not just I'm praying for you. A lot of times it's I'm praying for, your new business. I'm praying for your family. I'm praying for you as a dad. Very, very intentional, consistent every single Monday. I'm praying for you. And I believe him. It's not not that I ever assume when people say I'm praying for you that they're not praying for me, but I am confident this guy is, praying for me every single week. And it's very, very encouraging to me. It's been amazing that I've become a friend with somebody who listens randomly to my podcast. And so I just wanted to give him a shout out. He's listening right now because I know he's a huge supporter of us. And I just want him to know that he is my win this week, is just having him as a friend. And honestly, his devotion towards, the Lord, and also just helping and interceding for me, I suppose. So anyway, shout out to him.
That's pretty cool.
Wednesday.
Neat little friend dynamic you have there.
Absolutely. It's
fun.
It's really cool. So win of the week on a Wednesday.
My win of the week is not the presence of something in my life. It's actually the lack of something in my life, which is the win. I haven't seen a mouse in over a year.
Hey!
And I'm excited about that. I want to celebrate that. I was thinking about it recently.
Mouse free.
Yeah.
Mouse free 23.
Mouse free in 23. I don't know what made me think about it, but I was just in my closet.
Sorry. You have a really big closet, but I don't. And so I was just in my, like, if I were in my closet,
like
that's
really
hilarious.
tiny.
I was just thinking about it one day. I was in my closet.
Yeah.
The idea of you just hanging out in there.
That is kind of funny. Yeah. It's like being like in, yeah.
I was just in my closet.
I was in the room with the water heater. And I was just sitting there thinking.
I was in my boiler room the other day. Just
in the vacuum closet, just hanging out. Yeah. I just
was in my attic and I was just like, man.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Thankful for insulation. No, I was just thinking, well, because there was a day and age where, I think I was digging up like clothes that were on the ground and was like trying to find something that I knew they weren't like dirty clothes that had been freshly put there. I was like, these are clothes I don't wear. They're in the corner of my closet. And if I had been in several other previous homes I'd been in, it's like I could find some mouse poop.
Yeah,
in like the
some
corners
pills.
where the sweatpants are.
Sure. Yes.
That's where they like to go to the bathroom. And so in that moment, digging up old sweatpants, I was like, hey, I don't need to worry about this.
That's a great feeling.
Shawnee House, Olathe House, we're mouse free, baby, for a long time. It feels good.
I am worried a little bit about the Shawnee house, not because it's going to be super dirty. Rachel keeps it pretty clean, but it's just whatever. What was this 1920s house?
1935.
There's got to be a lot of mouse holes in here.
We don't lack mouse holes.
Yeah.
Do not hear me say I'm joyful for the lack of mouse holes in my life.
You have plenty of mouse holes.
First thing,
and once you get married, you're gonna experience a bunch more mouse holes.
That's what I've heard. That's what the class we're in warned us of that. I remember when I was looking at the house, first thing Peter said, it was like, hey, 1-car garage. Second thing, tons of mouse holes.
This is an area, just look all around. That neighbor's got mouse holes. That neighbor across the street, big mouse hole.
That's what they say is like a thing in real estate is like, you never want to be the biggest mouse hole in your neighborhood. That's not going to be.
That's what they say.
That's not going to be good for
They've
resale
always
value.
said, like, listen, if you, like have a modest mouse hole.
That's fine. Be right in the middle, mouse hole wise.
Float on. But you know what? Just at the end of the day, you don't want to be the biggest mouse hole on the block.
Yeah. It's all with it. I think we're right in the middle. So the opportunity is there for the mice to get inside, but
that's when it's a big challenge. And Kathryn always takes it personally whenever she sees a mouse at our house because she's like,
oh, they hate us.
That means that she's not cleaning well enough, or there's crumbs out, or whatever. And I'm always just like, I think it's because we live in a old house and it's 5 degrees outside, so they want to come inside.
Yeah.
So,
but we made it all winter here. No mice free.
Mice free since 23 in Shawnee.
Do rabbits eat mice? I feel like they don't. Do they?
No, I don't think so.
Rabbits seem like
cats do,
like herbivores. Cats, because we got plenty of rabbit holes too around here. So many rabbits every time I leave this house.
Yeah, you're a rab hole waiting to happen at this point. Yeah,
yeah. And when it snows, rat print.
Well, what's the difference between rabbits and hares? Because I've seen a lot of hare holes around here too.
Really?
Yeah.
Hares are traditionally bigger.
Okay.
So you're going to notice a bigger hair hole.
And they have big ears.
Yes.
And so you have hair
ear hole. Ear holes.
Hairy ear hole.
Okay.
I don't know anymore.
Okay. Well, that's fun. Hey, fun bit. I think enough is enough. Let's get on. We got plenty of good stuff with the girls. Let's get on with it. The first ever Ask the Girls segment. Clap, Rachel and Kathryn, here they are. It's time. Our first ever Ask the Girls segment. We've got a fiance. We've got a future neighbor. We've got an old neighbor. Which one is which? Here the girls are. Kathryn, Rachel, thanks for being with us today.
Thanks for having us. Woo! Happy to be here. Happy to be here.
First time ever on the podcast, all 4 of us. So that's an exciting time.
Nice little quartet. First question from all the ghosties, which they sent in, 1,000?
1,005.
1,005. I knew it was close.
Kathryn has been married to me for 9 years and still doesn't understand my like you see her face, she's like, no, 1,000.
We are not that interesting.
1,005.
I am not that interesting.
That's like really close to 1,000.
No.
Jake was so close with his guess too.
Wow.
5 up.
What are the odds?
The deviation of that's wildly low. Okay. Anyway,
but thanks to everyone who has submitted questions. They've been really fun to read and. Yeah, we have a lot of good ones.
Yeah, we could do just Ask the Girls for the next 6 months and not run out of questions from you guys. So
that's actually true. Kathryn's like, yeah, our podcast.
We'll see how this goes. See if you guys like it and we can do more. This first question comes from Rachel, outside of present company.
I actually
excluded.
submitted it.
This actually is kind of funny. It does kind of seem like you might have submitted it.
Yeah, Rachel, how do you get such amazing blonde hair? Is that natural?
Get
If
layers
so,
on
brag about
accident.
it.
The question from Rachel says, "Where do you gals shop? Always have the cutest clothes."
Oh,
So
yeah.
it does seem
Wow.
like you ask yourselves. But okay, what do you think?
Oh, you go ahead. Or should I take yours? Yeah, that's good. That's good. Sorry, I know that was a plan. I forgot. Wherever there's a good sale, Target,
We talking Target?
H&M.
Okay.
H&M. This is H&M.
Yeah, H&M. Good sweaters.
It gets kind of,
Do we know what H&M stands for? Oh, maybe that.
Harry and Meghan?
Harry and Meghan.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
it's our
yeah.
biggest company. Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Good. You an online shopper?
I have been recently because I've been looking for bridesmaids dresses, and where I find them are cute boutiques. So
Oh,
then
boutiques.
now I got these in my head.
Okay.
Fun.
Pedal and Pup was one of them. Cute little
Pedal
names.
and Pup.
Cute.
Never heard of that one.
I don't think that's their. I don't think clothing is their main
But-
source of business. Pedal and Pup sounds like it's like a biking and
And
like
biking with your dog.
yeah, groomer or something.
Yeah.
They're Australian, so really
wow.
cute.
Oh,
So
Pedal
there
and
you go.
Pup. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kath, what about you?
This is H&M. So good job
Love
on
it.
saying H&M. I, in the past few years, have recently been an online shopper, which I actually hate. So I don't really recommend that. Because you can't turn anything on, you can't see it, you can't touch it, you can't,
Sure.
all those things. But I have 3 children and COVID happened, so I buy online. But I return a lot. So places I shop, I really like Carly Jean, Los Angeles.
Yes. Yeah, you're allowed to say
Okay.
that. We're trying to get them to sponsor the podcast. So.
Sorry.
She's like, am I allowed to give
But
them?
really, I mean,
shout-
these are the pants I'm wearing right now are Carly Jean. So, I mean, I really do wear
Yeah,
them
yeah.
like
You
You
almost
told me
every
about
day.
this before.
Yes.
Yes.
It's a wonderful place.
Honestly,
up.
a great company to support too.
Yeah,
Christian
great company.
company, yeah.
And I think they make everything or the majority of their stuff in America.
Yeah.
Which I think is a good thing. A lot of
Great.
people like that. Carly Jean, Target.
Madewell, I'll answer
Oh,
for you.
Madewell, yeah.
No?
I think I
Yeah.
have 2 shirts from Madewell and they are t-shirts and I love them.
Okay. This is things I know from when we were first married. What about Free People? You still Free People in?
No way.
No?
No way.
No.
Why? What?
No.
What?
For what I know about free people, it's for like very free spirited people.
Is that
It's
accurate?
not for like the Rachels and Kathryns
They're
of the
We
very-
world.
had some Free People.
And think of like the 2 free people things I
I don't
owned.
know what's what.
Pretty sure they came from a thrift store and they were very
Flowy.
Free
flowy,
flowy. Yeah.
which is great,
Okay.
but
Great.
it's
Mhm.
great. Yeah, that's all
Not
I
your
can think
style.
of.
I like how
So-
Kathryn talks about each one of these brands like they are currently sponsoring this episode.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I only have 2 Madewell shirts, but I do like them.
But they are wonderful.
I do enjoy them.
Yes.
I'm just saying. I don't own that many.
Yes.
Okay. That's fun.
I need that.
Richard, you want to talk real quickly about how much money you've spent on clothes just this month?
Ooh.
Unfortunately, yes. And they're all my fault. So one of my friends, actually a lot of my friends have been renting from Newly. If
Mm.
anybody's seen it advertised on
Yes,
like
I've been
Facebook,
very
Instagram.
intrigued.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do a good job advertising because they really advertise their good things.
It's like
There's a lot of
fancy
weird
clothes,
things.
like event.
It's like
clothes.
anything. Like,
Okay.
Kind of
Yeah.
like
Right.
Stitch. No. Nope.
I mean,
That's
kind
not
of, but you
rental.
pick it yourself.
Kind of like Rent the Runway.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
Rent
like
the
that. It's like that.
Runway.
We
So for
love
engagement
Rent the Runway.
pictures, I used my friend's discount code and I rented a bunch of things and I ended up using one. But I only did that for engagement pictures so I'd have a bunch of options instead of like buying 100 things and then not wearing it and then
Yeah.
knowing I'm not going to return it. So I did that last month and that was like January 10th-ish when I rented it.
Okay.
So I thought I had until February 10th.
Oh gosh,
But-
Rachel,
but-
you did it too.
Brad's sweating
Oh,
already.
no.
But I was like,
Oh, no.
I'm just going to return them because they're all like sundresses that I'm not wearing right now. So I was talking to Jake. I was like, I need to return the Newly stuff today, which was like February 2nd or something.
You thought you had a month?
Yes.
Go ahead.
30
Go ahead.
days.
It
probably.
is a 30-day thing.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Okay. Sorry.
And he was like, well, maybe you should just like read the, because I was like, I'm going to do that tomorrow. Make sure I do this tomorrow. And he was like, maybe you should just like read the fine print and like see when
Yeah.
exactly.
I don't even think I said fine print.
It's
Just
like
read the
really hard to
directions.
find this stuff. Like,
It's like, what's the harm in just checking the email now? Like, why even wait till tomorrow? Just do it right now.
And I was like, no, I'm just going to return them tomorrow. Like it's going to be fine. I'm just going to do it
oh
tomorrow.
no.
So I did. I returned them and then I got the notification that UPS shipped it.
Okay.
And then I got another text that was like, you're out. Now you can start picking out your clothes for this month. And so I was like, wait.
Oh no.
Does that mean I just get charged for the next month? Which I did. It starts on the 1st of each month.
So it's a subscription service.
Yes.
I missed that part.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Have I canceled it for next month? Not yet.
But are you getting another batch of clothes?
I am, but there's not like anything I needed to get this month.
Well, that's
And-
okay.
And everything I wanted was like, ooh, there's some really cute like lilac overalls. Not going to be wearing that in February around
Yeah.
here.
You're not lilac in this
No,
time of year?
But it would be so fun to pull them out in April.
I'm going to have to return them by then.
Oh, because you're renting.
Yeah. That's the bummer. That's the bummer.
I'm sorry. I have Stitch Fix in my brain, and that one you own.
Yeah.
Right.
And
It makes sense.
you're right.
Owning your own
Don't
clothes.
do
Owning
it.
your own
Yeah,
clothes.
return. Yes.
Owning clothes does seem like the way to do it.
It does.
It
Seems
does
like,
seem
yeah,
easier.
the traditional
would
way. Yeah.
So Rachel, you just said something like, I went on Newly and like I didn't need anything. But what did you do this morning while waiting for acai bowl to be made?
Okay. This one made sense. I was waiting for our acai bowls to be made, which made me late to an event at my own house this morning. And so I worked out, and at the place that I worked out at, they sell Lululemon stuff. I never buy anything because it's way too expensive. But they had a 40% off rack
Okay.
for like a t-shirt
Okay.
that I would wear all the time to work out there. Like that's exactly what I work out in.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I should just get it. It's 40% off. It was going to be like a
100%.
much cheaper Lululemon t-shirt.
I don't even know the price, but I hope you got 3.
I did. All right, I got one. Well,
You
and it's
got
mint.
3,
It's a
Kathryn.
good color. So I went up to check out, and I even like mentioned, I was like, I feel like I had to get this. It's 40% off Lululemon. You never see that.
Right.
And then the girl checked me out and charged full price. And there was a lot of people behind me.
No, you did not. No, you did not.
I didn't. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything.
No, you did not. Oh my God.
What, how confident were you that it was 40% off? Was it on the 40% off rack or was it on the tag?
It was on the 40% off rack.
Which is
No,
good
you gotta
enough.
check the racks.
No.
You gotta check the
There's
racks.
more than one shirt. There's more than one shirt of this one on the rack.
And it doesn't matter if it's on the wrong rack. That's their fault. It should
Yeah.
still be 40% off. 100%. I've done that multiple times.
See, I think like at an Old Navy or like a bigger store,
Yeah, that's
sure.
where I did it.
But this is like, yeah, I know that. I remember Kathryn one time they're like, well, it said 40% off. So.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter. Anyway.
But something like this, it's like a little like studio gym kind of
Still.
thing.
Yeah, it was like I see this girl every day.
Oh man.
So full price.
Well, but you will. I
You're
guarantee
gonna
you.
love it.
I will
If you
wear it.
ever
You're
have the
gonna
option of
love
like,
it.
should I wear this shirt or that shirt to work out? I guarantee you're gonna
That's
be like,
true.
I'm wearing the mid
I
shirt.
will never not wear it. I should go change into it.
I remember.
Why are you not wearing it right now?
Go put it on.
You know what?
I'm gonna put it on right now.
Yeah, share that thing. Yeah, pass it
Hi,
around.
actually. Where is it? Do you think okay.
I
I'll go look
remember.
at
Can I
it.
tell a story about what you were talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Unless you had something else. Kathryn did Rent the Runway for a wedding back. It was Rachel Walton's wedding, right? Rachel Mustang.
I would like to just go ahead and say I'm so happy to be here while we were recording this because I can correct everything you're going to say wrong.
Oh,
Go
wow.
ahead. This is so great.
Yeah, you probably feel that way a lot when we're
A
recording.
lot.
No, essentially it was a long time ago is what I'm trying to say. AKA when we didn't have a ton of money. We had enough money that this wasn't like detrimental. But Rent the Runway, whatever it was, how much do you think it costs to rent this thing?
I'm not going to say that.
Okay, $300. I don't think it was $300. I was trying to get a reaction. She didn't give me one. But it was. I remember being like, "You're paying that much to rent something," and then she's like, "Yeah, but you just return it. I really wanted to wear it." Blah blah blah. So then she returns it, and like a week goes by, and she gets a notification that's like, "Hey, you need to return your thing," and apparently you returned it to the U.S. Post Office.
This is so dumb.
Rather than UPS.
Because
And so
UPS
this whole time,
and USPS, very similar.
So this whole time,
I
like,
agree.
yeah, like they've just been holding it there because it's like, well, this isn't our label. And so it's just been in Prairie Village, and not
Don't
being
get me
sent
started on the
back.
Prairie Village Post Office
and
or the people that work there.
Okay, calm down.
At least 8 years ago.
And so then they charge you like a late fee, and the late fee is just astronomical. Like it felt it felt like we just, had an extra mortgrage on
Owned
our
the
house that
dress
month.
times 2. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
It was $300 or something like that. And I remember as a newlywed, when you're 23 years old,
Brad was so
25 years
mad.
old, I was not happy about it. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Because Rent the Runway is it's like a 3-day rental. So like
oh my
yeah,
it's quick. It's
gosh.
quick.
so you get it in the mail on Friday.
For the runway.
And,
Oh, okay.
Runways are
and
quick.
I wore it to a wedding on Saturday, and then you have to return it on Monday. Yeah, it's really quick. And I did return it on Monday. Let the record show. Just to the wrong
Just didn't read
location.
There might have been some finer print for yours. I don't know.
Well,
Anyway, okay. Thank you for answering that question. That was
So
fun.
don't use rental services.
CGLA.
Yeah, this is the modern day
Lesson
like
learned.
female red box.
Right.
It's like I guess I just own it now.
Yeah.
Pirates of
This
the
much
Caribbean. This is mine now.
That's so funny.
Okay, that was fun. Question 1 took us about 10 or 11 minutes. So great. We're on the right track. This is another fun one, I think, for you guys to both answer. It comes from Bonnie. Rachel, your grandma, maybe? Probably not. But it's for both of you. What was your favorite book you read this last year?
Oh, wow.
Are we going to say the same one?
On 3, ready? 1, 2, 3.
The things we cannot say.
Go ahead and say it.
I can never remember the exact title.
I know. I think when I told you, I was like, all of the things.
Yeah,
that we
I know. And I
cannot
was
say.
like, okay.
Give us a summary of things we cannot say.
You recently read it.
Just quick.
I did. Okay.
Cliff notes.
Okay. World War II book set in Poland, which. Sorry,
War-torn Poland.
Quick.
Yeah.
You
Set in
always have to say
Poland.
war-torn
Yes,
Poland.
yes,
War-torn
yes,
Poland. Poland.
It's a war-torn Poland. It's set in a
And it's one of
war-torn
those, you know,
Poland.
like half is modern day and half is back then.
In
and-
war-torn Poland.
Yes.
Mhm.
And it's kind of hard to explain without giving too much away.
Do you cry? Do you laugh?
Oh,
You want to?
You
Yeah.
want to. You want to.
You might.
Did
and
you have a
it's-
hard time putting it down?
Yeah.
Is it giving it away?
Is this the one recently that you were like, I think so-and-so is going to get so-and-so?
Yes, I
Yeah.
did. So
As
I
you- like-
audibly
like-
said to Brad and Brad, I was
like,
like,
she hasn't-
she is going to.
You didn't summarize anything to me. You hadn't even really talked to me about this book. And as you're reading it, you just couldn't help yourself. You're like, I think Alexis is going to get killed by Mary or something like that. I don't know what it was.
No, you don't see it coming, and it's not like it's like a super like I don't know, bombshell thing that happens.
Yeah.
But it's just like you don't see it coming at all, and they just kind of blindside you with this piece of information, and
Okay.
it's
So
great.
good. It's
Can
so
I tell
good.
your part? Because I didn't say anything.
Oh yeah. Go ahead. Whatever. Oh me? What?
Yeah, you tell that.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Like the modern day piece of it.
Hey,
Main
nice shirt,
characters. Main
Jake.
characters. Wow, that looks nice. That's a great color.
I would pay half or full
nice
price
fit.
for that bad boy. Athletic fit.
I mean, can't you see me wearing that any day for everything?
That's nice, Rachel.
Brad,
yeah.
you want to run home and put on one of my shirts?
Trap. Yeah.
Hide the price.
Oh. Anyway, okay,
Yeah.
Rachel. Yeah, what were you going to say about the book?
Okay, there's a grandma. There's these are the main characters.
Are we
Grandma,
hooked?
her daughter, and then the daughter's son, so it'd be the grandma's grandson, who has autism
Okay.
and has a communication device.
Yeah.
And that
Okay.
comes into play.
Yes, because the grandma is in the hospital because she had a stroke or something,
Yes.
so she can't talk,
Okay.
and she's
But she like helped raise this boy.
Yeah.
So she knows this device.
Yeah.
So they
I
communicate
see.
that way.
All
It's
the
really
things we
special.
cannot say.
Yes.
I don't think it's all. I think it's just
The
the
thing-
things we cannot
Things
say.
we cannot say.
Truly, I mean, I cannot recommend it enough. It is such a great.
Cool.
It's clean
Yes.
and it is so good.
It's always
so
nice to find a good, clean book.
Seriously,
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
there you go. That's
Cool.
what we're reading. We don't always read the same book, but sometimes we do.
Next question comes from Ryan Guy, former
Yeah.
sponsor of the pod. He asked 5 of them. So maybe we can do a little rapid fire here. That'd be super rapid. Semi-automatic fire. Shouldn't have said
Let's
that.
not get political.
We're going to get demonetized. Call of Duty. That's what we're talking about. What is your favorite date you've ever been on? These questions are for both of you. Katherine's like, let me think. Rachel, you go first.
90s date.
Fun.
Last year,
I don't know.
Jake got us like pastel colored outfits from like the 90s. Or I guess that was me. You wore that like, he wore it to F12. He had a romper.
Yeah.
It looked like one of those white cups with like teal and purple
Yeah,
around
yeah,
it.
yeah.
And
Saved by the
then
Bell.
we went to the mall, to the food court. And then we went rollerblading, which I'm terrible at. And then we went to his house and he bought a TV that has like VCRs, stuff that you can.
Yes,
Right? Did I say
yes.
that right?
Like it was like connected to the TV.
Yeah,
it was like
yeah,
one
yeah,
and the
yeah.
same. Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
remember those.
And we watched Dumb and Dumber.
Love
It was
it.
great. On VHS.
Love it.
Fun.
It was great.
Kath might not have an answer for this one.
That's incorrect, but the answer I'm going to give is the day we got engaged.
Oh, great.
It was like a long date.
Yeah, it was a very long
It was
date.
really good. We went to Sugarleaf, this wonderful bakery, for lunch.
Did we? I don't
We
remember that
went and
part.
rode jet skis,
We did red jet skis.
which was really, it was
Jet
really
skis,
fun.
jet skis.
It was really fun. Then we ate dinner at kind of an interesting place.
Yeah, that was I thought it was going to be so fancy and cool, and it was very expensive, but it was
Interesting.
bad,
Yeah, it was fine.
weird food. It
We
was
walked
like
around the
Michelin.
Branson Landing because that's where we were at the time.
Yep.
Which I love. One of my favorite things to do on a date, I don't know, is to drive around or like go on a walk. Either one of those things were really fun. So we did that. Later, he gave me a ring. So I mean, it was a
That'll
fun
help it
date.
out.
Yeah, it was nice.
Fun. Next one. What is your favorite jean shorts video so far?
Mechanics. Because my dad really likes the part that Brad does when he's like, asking the price of something and you're like, my dad thinks that's so funny.
What part? I don't even know. What
It's like 1 second long. It wasn't even that long. You'll be like, and I like when Jake's bouncing on the tire.
Yeah. I don't even remember what, I mean, you did such a great impression of it. I don't, do you know what I'm talking about?
I can't believe how much the people in my life like that video. Because it was the weirdest video. It was out behind, what was the name of that coffee shop?
Filling station.
Filling station.
Yeah.
I showed up there in a collared shirt because I thought I was going to be the guy needing my car getting worked on. And we got there and Trey was like, no, I was thinking you guys would both be mechanics. It's like, oh my gosh, but I don't have an outfit. I didn't prepare
and what
character.
mechanic is just out in the middle of like a parking lot? Like every mechanic I've ever gone to has like the waiting room in the front and like the mechanic people in like the garage in the back.
It made no sense. And I was trying to find my mechanic voice and it kept switching the whole video. And you were like, you should do the one from that Google Fiber phone call. And so I was like, turn it on.
Yeah. It was very raspy.
But I couldn't keep that up the whole time. So then it would change rapidly. And thank you for liking it.
I love it.
Kathryn, did we stall long enough for you to think of
You
yours?
did.
Okay.
And a genuine one came to, I really do feel this way about this one. I think one of my favorites is, I'm sorry, Jake, I don't think you're in it, but it's the one when Trump gets back on Twitter.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
I love Brad's Trump impression. I do think it's really good. And I just thought the jokes in there were really funny. And you did a good job with that.
That's right. It's so funny. Like both of those are
I
not
loved
our
that one.
most popular videos by any means. Like
Gosh, I
neither
think
of those did well.
I laugh
in
out
our
loud
standards.
when I watch that one.
Cool.
I
Thank
do.
you.
You're welcome.
Fun. The one I thought you were going to say, because you said I wasn't in it, was going to be when Brad filmed with your family, the conservative dads on the beach. And your dad is in it.
And my dad is in that, yes.
Your
He
dad,
is.
we could have just given him the camera and said, "Go,
Oh,
Gary."
He would have been so happy too.
Half the jokes in there were from your dad.
Yeah.
Oh, it was great. Just like things he would say throughout the week. I'd be like, all right.
Yeah, Brad was taking notes throughout the
Yeah.
week. Okay.
Okay, next question. What is something your guy does that is already just like their dad?
It's so funny, like all these questions, different ways that people refer to us, like your man, your guy, your partner.
boo-thing.
Yeah. All these different
Just
things.
kidding. No one said that, right?
No one said boo thing.
Okay. Good.
But
Do you have one where I can say?
Yes. Sorry, how was it exactly worded?
What is something that your guy does
What-
that
yeah.
is
Or
already just like their dad?
This is a more recent thing, and I would say it's more you just on the way to being your dad. So you're
it
not
sounds like you're like setting it up. Okay, go
you're
ahead.
just not quite there yet.
Okay.
Recently, in the past year or so, Brad has started taking pictures at random times.
Okay. Go ahead. Keep going.
For example,
I thought you were going to say
yesterday-
start getting up early and being disciplined with his quiet time.
which he does, and I love that. Yesterday, we went to lunch spontaneously. Who was there? Me,
Yeah.
Bo, Rosie, Brad, and Jake. And Brad took our picture in the booth, which is fine. But I was like, okay, great. We'll probably eat out like this 1,000 more times in our
way.
life.
No way. How many times, Jake? How many times? Give Jake the microphone, please. Jake, how many times have you ever been out to eat with my kids? Can you think of another time?
Torchy's Tacos, Oklahoma City.
Okay, great. How do you remember that? Because you've seen a picture of me
No.
and Laddie and Jake.
No, because I have a good memory.
Yes.
Don't shout.
Our kids are in the other room.
I know.
That is a great point, Kathryn. You're right.
Your kids are locked in on Magic School Bus,
Yeah,
by the
they
way.
are.
When I went out there to change,
they don't get screen time very often.
I went out to change my shirt and I was like, good episode? And they didn't even look at me.
Bo will at least like talk to you, but he'll just be like, yeah.
He does have an expiration date, though. He'll probably get bored here in a minute.
As we'll tell.
I always think to myself, I love this moment. I love the fact that Jake,
Yeah.
I love integrating Jake with our lives. And it was so sweet and fun.
Yeah.
Bo like chose to go sit by Jake yesterday. I was like,
Yeah.
this is great. I'm going to take a picture of them. They
will
look so
say,
cute.
Which we were in a circular booth. So whichever side Bo sat on,
Give
he'd
me
be
a
next
break.
to Jake.
I am trying to
He
be.
loves you, Jake. I'm just saying.
If it were up to, there's always one in every marriage that's like, I'm going to take all the pictures because the other person never takes any. So,
Did I say any of this was a bad thing?
yes.
Just probably 3 days ago, I was like leaving Rachel's house and about to go do something. And I said, I'm going to get in the habit of taking home videos, but on my iPhone or whatever. And so I just recorded Rachel. And I said, Rachel, what are you doing today? And she's like, oh, I'm watering the plants right now. And I was like, what are you doing later today? It was like she was like my 5-year-old daughter or something, but I think it'll be fun. to be able to look back at that
Okay,
someday.
now that is really fun. I will give you that. Videos
Are you kidding me?
Videos are so fun. Videos are so fun because you can hear their voice and you can see them doing something.
Okay.
Home videos are good and fun.
Okay, so Kathryn's just picky about the content I provide. My dad's ridiculous with the camera. Like you'll be in an intense conversation. He'll just be like, "Okay, Kathryn and Rachel over here." Okay, and then it's like if it's like a 6-month-old, he wants the 6-month-old to look at them and smile. It's like, Dad, just take the picture. I do not think I'll get there. If I get there, you could talk to me about it.
Oh, I will.
So, okay, rapid fire. Next one. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I've got 2. Number 1, Jake's dad has a spot that he always sits at their house. Jake has found a spot that he always sits at my house.
Fun.
Brad, you saw me in the spot last night.
Oh, that's Jake's spot.
Yes.
Really?
A lot of times I'll come home from like babysitting or practicum or something, and Jake is in that spot, like asleep. So I'll be like, "Can I cook
a lot of times?
Yeah.
Twice.
Not twice.
I've taken
Very
pictures every
often.
single
Boy,
time.
does he love to nap.
So he's got a spot.
Okay.
And also Jake's dad does a good job of like making games really fun. Like when we go to Springfield or Stratford, I guess, we play the pickleball in the gym.
Yes.
And his dad's always like rolling out a gymnastics mat that you have to hit over and
making
stuff.
it original.
Jake does that stuff all the time. So
Love
2
it.
good things.
That's good.
When
Very good.
I'm not napping.
Yeah.
I am capable
Sure.
of putting on these fun
Yeah, when you have
games.
energy. You know.
Yeah. Well, I like to apologize for napping a little bit the day after. What did I throw up 9 times the day before?
Oh.
Sorry you had to come home. And I was asleep. So that's too bad. Next question. What article of clothing does Jake and Brad have that you wish you would get rid of? I meant to bring mine today because I know exactly what you're going to say.
You should have brought yours. Go ahead.
Mine, have you worn it for any videos or anything? Do you know?
I think you've worn it for the podcast.
I think he has.
You know?
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
that white, weird Sherpa that is like...
Oh, yeah.
Reversible.
Yeah, reversible, and the other side looks like
other
the
side
bottom
is
of a pool.
Yes. The other side is wild.
It's so gross. I remember that I was so nice to him
So
for
gross.
everything that he was buying last year on tour. He had a high clothing budget each month,
Yeah.
so my 1 month isn't that
Yeah,
bad.
right. That's fair.
But when I was so nice about everything because they were all pretty fine. But this one, I did not hold back my feelings. I was like,
Good.
that is not cute.
And
it
that's
looks
being
girly.
nice. He was about to go stand in front of millions of people.
I was not going to wear the Sherpa on stage. I was touring in Vermont, and so I was like, hey, just get something warm.
You really never thought about wearing the Sherpa on stage.
No, it looks like I'm like really overweight when I wear this
Oh,
thing.
really?
Yeah, I would never wear it on stage.
Extra fuzzy.
But I knew, so not only did Rachel, like, I think she was truly honest with me for maybe the first time with this piece of clothing, but when I knew that Rachel was correct was when tour manager Tom saw me and he goes, Jake, I like that jacket.
Yeah. Every once in a while you get compliments from people and you're like, I wish you didn't say that, man. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's when I knew. I was like, all right, this is probably not that great, but it is probably the warmest thing I own. So
Really? Warmer than the coat I got you for Christmas?
I've never worn them. I've never done like a study on it. Hard to know exactly, but I'll freaking burn it. I don't know.
No, I want it. It is pretty warm. Don't get rid of it. I would use it.
Mine is a shirt that Brad was given,
Yeah, this
and
is
I'm
gonna be
pretty sure from a ghostie,
Yeah.
so I'm so sorry. It is a collared shirt, kind of looks like a golf shirt, maybe. I don't know if it really
It
is.
is a golf shirt.
And it's got the state of Arkansas on it, but about 5 billion times. So it kind of gives me a headache when I look at it. And the example I give is if you grew up reading the comics, there was always this thing at the bottom and it was like an optical illusion. Like it wasn't a picture. It was just like a design and you had to like hold it up to your nose and cross your eyes
Like
and
stare at it for 5 minutes
and like
and then
it would
it'll
like
come
become
to life.
3D
Yeah.
and like I could never get it as a kid and then I finally did get it and I was like that was so not worth it. And that's what
That's
I
our
feel.
marriage.
And that's,
That's looking at Brad.
Yeah.
that is how I
staring at my
feel
husband.
about that shirt. Yeah.
It's so funny. We were looking at this, like some of these questions, and that was one of the ones I was like, what article of clothing? Rachel's like, I think I know the Sherpa thing. And I was like, do you have anything like that? And Kathryn just kind of looks at me and I'm wearing the shirt.
The one you have on
She's
that
like-
you wore to church
Yeah.
this morning.
It is so comfortable though. Just shout out to Jeff for giving it to me.
I think
So-
it's a great shirt. I've
Yeah.
complimented you when you've worn it. So sorry, Kathryn.
Well, maybe you're tour manager
fine.
Tomming me right now.
Yeah.
Dude, I love it.
I think it's awesome, dude. Okay, this next question is from Brock for Kathryn.
Oh.
Brad,
I bet Brock like bench presses at least 300 pounds.
I never met a skinny Brock.
There's no way there's like a weak Brock out there.
Brad says Brad has a ton of impressions he does on the podcast, but he states he performs them in front of his family and friends. Kathryn, what are your honest thoughts about his impressions? Do you have a favorite? Also, do you have a go-to impression?
Absolutely not. I am horrible at impressions.
You do kind of do a few of my impressions, I feel like.
Oh yeah, I do like to impersonate Brad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not going to. My favorite impression that he does is Trump, which I do feel like is kind of like an easier one, but
Which is funny because I don't do that one very often.
no, I don't know why that one's fun. I mean, Trump is easy to impersonate for anybody.
You don't do that one for the family very often?
I don't just come in. We're having scrambled eggs for breakfast.
all the
They're
way from
great
China.
eggs. They're all chopped up. Incredible. Put some salt on it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that one's really funny.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's one like the lucky one. You like that one? You tired of that one? You don't like it at all? Kathryn, you do it.
No, I do
You
not.
do it.
No, I do not. Tell me what I do.
You do it too. You're like, hey man,
That is not lucky.
That's crazy, dude.
Lucky is ununderstandable. What's that word I'm trying to say?
Incomprehensible.
Incomprehensible.
All the
non-comprehensive.
things we
non-
cannot understand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to talk about that anymore. Though.
Yeah, bring back the Arkansas shirt again, but
Yeah.
with your words. Okay, this next question is from Emily for Rachel. What was the conversation like with your parents when you explained that Jake did not have a conventional job?
When I first told my mom, when I first told my mom, I was like, I met this person that is like a Christian comedian. And she was like, wow, that's fun. That sounds like someone you would like. I was like, yeah, it is.
I bet it is.
I was like, I sent her like a podcast, his Instagram, all this. And she watched it. And I was like, please just don't follow him on Instagram. Because like we were officially talking at that point. So just do not follow him. You can listen to this stuff, but don't follow him. And then like the next day, I got a text from Jake and it was a screenshot of Angie Coop just started following you on Instagram. And I texted her right away. I was like, what did you do?
Oh no.
And she says my friend said it was okay to follow him because he has more followers
Yeah.
that you'd like,
Right.
an amount where you
Who
wouldn't be able to keep
notices
track of
that?
it. But he noticed right away. So
Can I have a theory back?
Yes.
I was thinking about this a little bit because I've heard this story. And I think maybe what happened, Jake, you need to defend yourself or talk to me about this, is that maybe he was creeping on you. You tagged Angie Coop in a picture. He went to Angie Coop's. And if you go to their profile, it'll say follow back instead of follow.
No.
What do you think?
That
happened?
is a good theory, but I think your mom's Instagram isn't like really an active Instagram, right?
probably
Like,
private.
yeah,
But not. Yeah.
like I don't think it.
But even then, you just click on it.
Well, I don't. Have you ever like tagged your mom in anything?
Maybe something in like 2016.
I mean, when you're in love, you creep hard. So, but yeah, that does kind of.
So
hurt
yeah,
the
she
theory.
was more than happy with his job.
Yeah, he's doing great. Yeah, that's fun.
Fun. If you guys can't tell, Rachel and I are sharing a microphone. Next question from Haley for Kathryn. This could be a good one. Could be one you may not want to.
I don't know. You're picking hard ones.
Say much. Would you be willing to elaborate on Rosie's birth story? Is there anything that you could share from your perspective, or anything that Brad left out of the infamous Puddle City story?
I don't know. I got to think back on that.
Okay, so you were pregnant.
Yeah. Well, here's something I don't know. I don't remember exactly what he said. I haven't listened to
Okay.
the episode since it came out, probably. I sound like an idiot in that birth story. Like I didn't know I was in labor. I knew I was in labor. I just thought I could get a few things done.
You didn't know how-
And I
how close
did.
you were.
So it was all fine. You
I don't
know?
think you sound like an idiot. From what I remember that story, you just sounded very like confident and casual.
Laid back.
Yeah.
Laid back, yeah.
Yeah, I also, if I'm being honest with myself, and I realize this later, I didn't really want to accept that I was in labor. So therefore, I was like, I'm not. Like I remember texting the midwife, being like, my contraction timer said they were coming every 3.5 minutes, and I was like, that was probably like a one-off. They're coming every 5 minutes. That wasn't true at all. Why did I say that?
Yeah.
I don't know why I did that. I was just like, well,
Oh, so you texted them the wrong time.
information. I just kind of, I don't know. I do that.
You kind of told him it was 40% off.
Yeah.
You're like 100%. 100%.
Okay, you said it about time. So yeah, I will say that. I think your information was pretty accurate for the most part.
Yeah. Every time we tell the story, I feel like we kind of argue over how long it took for the midwife to get there.
Yeah.
But I have a watch and Kathryn doesn't, and so I know how long it took. But
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it had happened really fast, as we all know. But
somebody asked if you plan on, if we have another kid, are you going to do another home birth?
for sure.
For sure. 100%.
Yeah.
No 40%?
No.
Okay.
It was great.
Yeah.
I mean, it was, wild and crazy, but hey, made for great content, which is what I'm here
Yes,
for.
it did.
Here to be supportive.
Most listened to episode of 2022.
Seriously?
So thanks for that.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah. Appreciate that.
Oh, sure.
Our next question comes from someone. It says, Rachel, what kind of coffee are you drinking right now?
Local coffee, local people.
Jeez.
Yikes.
It is
Main Street. Is this Main Street?
Main Street Roaster.
There it is. Just says the
Killed it.
random name on the mug. I was like, I just had this idea. This would be really clever to work in the ad read. Rachel's like, I don't know, some nondescript. I don't know. I don't even know if it has a name.
Ethiopian.
Kathryn's drinking
Mine says it.
she's got the tumbler. And Rachel really is drinking Main Street Roasters.
I am.
And how is it? How is it?
Oh, it's very good.
Good answer.
You're doing much better now.
Oh, good.
It is, though.
It really is.
Yes.
It really is good. I don't use any of the other coffee in there anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
She
Making up
told me
some
that.
ground here.
Yeah.
Doing good.
Grounds. Making up some grounds.
Making
here.
up grounds.
Oh, good.
Thanks for not using a filter when you talk about it. Coffee term.
You're welcome.
Anyway, once again, another Wednesday. Pronounce it for him, Brad.
Wednesday.
Wednesday. You guys hear that?
Yeah.
Wednesday
Not
episode
Wednesday.
is sponsored by Main Street Roasters. Pronounce that for him too.
Main Street Roasters.
Yeah. Sometimes it comes out Main Street Roasters for me. So, MainStreetRoasters.com. They've been so generous to sponsor us and generous to give you guys a little discount as well. You may be thinking, is this like a Lululemon type discount? No, this is actually
A true discount.
You will get 10% off at checkout using code GRKC. Support a local Midwest business. They're family oriented. It's all roasted in-house. They have outstanding customer service. If you need anything, you need beans, you need even more beans. You need to get even more beans.
Imagine a room full of beans. They could do that for you.
And you have a question about it, their outstanding customer service could direct you to the right beansman.
They have beans masters.
Beans masters. Beansmen and beanswomen.
Yeah, we have Haley is an awesome ghostie. She's the daughter of the owners. They're huge fans of ours. We're huge fans of theirs. There's a small business in a small town, Indiana. They support a bunch of different local jobs within the Indiana town of Neppanee. And yeah, they're just awesome Christians. And we just love them. We love their support. We'd love for you guys to support them.
Check them out. MainStreetRoasters.com. GRKC, 10% off. Boom. You buzzing?
I'm buzzing for beans, baby.
There it is. You got to say it at least once. Okay. Next question from Virginia. This is kind of fun and kind of random. This is for both of you guys. How long do you let your gas tank get? I think she means like, yeah. Sorry, this is not Virginia's fault. This is my fault. How low do you get your gas tank get before filling it?
I've definitely ran out of gas before. So
No.
Oh
Really?
yeah. And actually
you never have.
Oh yeah, like you've done it multiple times?
Yeah.
You never have.
Multiple times?
and both
No,
two
never.
or three times. And
Two or
the same,
three? You
the
would
same guy
remember.
from my community helped me. But he drove by very
That
familiar.
poor girl ran out of gas
Very-
again.
Not her town, her community. Yeah, two people from her community.
No way.
Yeah. Well, one time I was like going to the gas station.
Sure.
And Jake in New Hartford, you have to go over those train tracks to get to Casey's. I got over the train tracks and then the car shut off. It was like I was looking at the gas station. And so then that meant like the steering wasn't working.
Yeah.
So I couldn't turn into the gas station. So the car just died like
Oh, you were right there.
parallel to the gas
interesting.
station
Yeah.
because I couldn't turn in the driveway.
So what's this guy's name that came and helped you?
Barry
out?
Cavalier, really
Barry,
nice
shout
guy.
out
He's
Barry.
athletic director at the middle school in New Hartford.
Aw,
thanks,
So
Bear.
he's a great guy.
Have you ran out of gas?
Yeah. Once or twice.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, the fact that you don't remember once or twice or two or three, like,
It was a long time ago.
Shows that we didn't learn our lessons.
We've matured since then.
so how low do you get it now?
Not well, I don't know. When it says, hey, go get gas, I say, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know that I get that low. I mean, I feel like 20 miles to empty
Yeah.
is probably when I go. And I think the bell comes on at like 40 miles to empty. However, I'm starting this new thing. I just did it for the first time.
Kathryn Kick?
It's a new rhythm.
Okay.
Weekend rhythm. Fill up your car.
I like it.
That's
I like it.
That's it. And no, every
you built
weekend.
that up so much, like, oh, and I have this new idea. It's a new thing I'm doing.
But it's specifically
Fill up
on
your
the
car.
weekend. Specifically
Okay.
on the weekend.
That's
so like
nice.
even if you have 3/4 of a tank, fill it up.
Yeah.
And so
Okay.
then every weekend you do that. And then
Just a
you set
weekly
yourself up for success
There you go.
on Monday, and you start your week off so nice.
Sure. Nothing to worry about then.
Nothing to worry about. Just free and easy.
Rachel, I know you have an electric car now.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
How close have you let that thing? Have you ever let that run out of battery? Because that would be like a big deal.
Oh, it would. I'm so scared of it because
Yeah.
mine doesn't hold as much as Jake's. And the way to Iowa,
You hear that?
it gets really close on my drives home
Really?
from like charger to charger.
Yeah.
It gets to like 10 miles
Oh,
left.
See that?
that made me sweat.
I've never ran out of gas, so I don't have any like fear of that. I'm like 10 miles is 10 miles. I'll be fine.
That's sort of what I think. But what scares me is Jake's always like, it's not like exactly 10 miles. It's like about 10
Yes.
miles.
sure.
Yes. That's true.
Well, I was
What
thinking
do
the
I do?
opposite. Like I've gotten it to where it's like past 0 on the
Oh,
miles
yeah,
thing,
yeah.
and then Rachel's like, oh yeah, those things.
weekend
I never filled it up past a quarter tank.
Thank you, girls. Thank you for joining us. That was so fun. Please,
Easily the best Ask the Girls segment we've ever done.
it was top 2, not 2. Second.
Yes, that's what I've always said.
It was first.
Thank you to Kathryn and Rachel.
And thank you guys for all the questions you asked.
Yes, we have. Yeah. We're gonna do it again. So
Yeah,
fun time.
outstanding. Thank you to the girls. Let them know in the comments if you enjoyed them or any specific answer that really hit home with you. Let's wrap this up with a YouTube comment of the week. I found my comment, and then right below it was another really good one. So I'm double decking.
We make the rules so we can do that. Yeah.
Angela Birdwell said, y'all made my day. And I just ordered the Butter Pecan Crunch coffee for me and a mug for our pastor from Main Street Roasters. They have such a huge selection of items. Other bonus YouTube comment of the week. I don't know how we didn't talk about this or realize this. Ruth says this year's Super Bowl is a different kind of F12.
I know.
Ah,
It's been
two good F12s in a row.
Can we reflect on F12, the first one?
Hey, let's normalize F12.
Let's normalize F12. It's crazy that it's been a year. It's been, Jake, it's been a year.
It has been a year.
Brother, it's been a year. In some ways, it feels like F12 was so long ago. In some ways, it's like it was yesterday, brother.
When we reflect on F12, we're just doing cheesy phrases just the whole time.
You don't realize what you have until it's gone.
Don't cry because F12 is over. Brother,
Brother,
smile because F12
smile
happened.
because it happened. All right, brother.
All right.
Yeah, man. I think I remember last year I went to Austin, Texas right beforehand. And I remember like coming home from Austin, Texas.
Yeah, we were both in Austin, Texas the week of F12.
We were both in Austin, Texas, like the day before F12. I think F11 we were in Austin, Texas together, which is just a great idea. I don't think I really like knew what to expect or what to anticipate from that day. And it was just so much fun. I think it's one of those like iconic moments in my opinion of the Ghostrunners history, as far as just like, obviously only 300 and some people were there. But I think the conversations, the interactions that happened on that day, like at least spurred us and our confidence on to do so much more.
Even just seeing how it affected,
Yes.
like my parents or like our friends. I feel like our friends were just like, dude, this is crazy what you've built. It's easy to be like, yeah, Jake and Brad do their podcast thing. And then when you see people come and support.
Yeah.
So that reflecting on them, reflecting back on us again. And of course, Chick-fil-A and you guys just being so great.
It's so fun to, I think, I remember after, maybe the week after, like our friend from Chick-fil-A like sent us a screenshot of like their security footage. And it's like just pandemonium in Chick-fil-A. Like so many people in there. I mean, you could barely move. It's unreal. I was going to say something else. Maybe.
Hey, that's my bad, dude. I might have interrupted. I might have interrupted.
It was just really good.
Our friends, our parents reflecting Chick-fil-A at night.
Yeah. I don't know. It was just so much fun. And My favorite thing from the whole night was just that spontaneous pizza guy that came in. I want to do that anytime we ever have a live event. I want to do that.
We're always incorporating a rando.
Yeah, I want to like eat, because even if for nothing else, like giving this guy a $20 tip would have been way better than he was expecting. Like,
yeah.
And so that's where I was like, let's give him $20 and then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, whatever. That was so cool. It's just cool to see how the Ghosties came together. And we're hoping to do more stuff like that. Looking forward.
Titillate.
That's right. Yeah. Anyway, F12. Yeah. We didn't do it this year. Maybe we'll do it next year. To depend on a lot of different things. Oh, the thing I was going to say was Rosie wasn't even born yet at F12. Kathryn was very pregnant.
It has been a year.
It has been a year, my brother. So altogether, yeah, just blessed by you guys. And that was one thing that I still use as motivation. Like when I think back on like the next time we see these people, the next time we get to gather as Ghostrunners fans, it's just really, really fun. And so I'm looking forward to those days. So anyway, fun F12. My comment of the week comes from Tennessee 5. Tennessee 5 has been a fan for a while.
Yeah.
I feel like has commented a lot on jean shorts as well. So just shout out to Tennessee 5. It's a very simple, quick one. It's just, I love this compliment. It just says Farley and Spade 2.0. Let's go, baby. And I think that is so, unintentionally kind of our style. Is like, yeah, Jake's like the more polished, like pretty witty and, very, very intelligent. And then you got big clunky Farley over here, just being goofy and whatever. And
clunky Farley.
just having fun. So I think that's just such a fun idea to be compared to them because they're legends. So thank you to Tennessee 5 for the comment of the week.
Tennessee 5.
Thanks, brother. Rock me mama like a wagon wheel.
Fun. Well, thanks for listening to another Wednesday episode with us. I hope you guys are enjoying 2 episodes a week because we are. It's fun to get to do this with you guys. So make sure to check out MainStreetRoasters.com. Use code GRKC, 10% off. And we'll see you guys on Monday.
Make it a Wednesday on the Wednesday.
Yeah.
Make it count. Love you, Kath.